Hey guys, I just want to address something real quick. I'm hearing from many of you on social media saying, oh, here we go again, another risk for severe weather in Wisconsin. We didn't get anything last time, so why should we believe you now? And that's a very fair comment to make. And let me just put all of this into perspective. So it's currently Sunday night, July 26th. There's another enhanced risk for severe thunderstorms overnight in southern Wisconsin. That could mean very strong winds overnight and maybe even some tornadoes on Monday afternoon. But people are very right to say, look, why should we believe you? It didn't happen the last time. You're just trying to scare us or desensitize us or whatever. Not the case. The enhanced risks, first of all, and the severe weather risks are issued by the Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma. Those folks are way smarter than me or most everybody else in the meteorology world. They know what they're doing. They are forecasting based on ingredients, and those ingredients include lifting in the atmosphere, moisture, instability, all of those things. Sometimes they come together, sometimes they don't. I completely understand the frustration that we didn't have storms about a week ago when we had an enhanced risk for it. It's possible this one doesn't pan out either. And boy, the frustration will really be strong then, and I get it. But understand, and I think it's really important to point out here, that apps are great, but most apps are based off of one computer model. All right. And that can be a problem for future radar products. And it gives sort of this false sense that you can type in your zip code and you can get a forecast. The forecast really doesn't change much from zip code to zip code unless you're in more of a microclimate type area. Weather forecasting is very good. We can actually sometimes forecast thunderstorms down to the county level 6 to 12 hours in advance, if not more than that. But it's still not perfect. And meteorology is not black and white. I mean, it is completely gray. There are a million different examples of different things that can happen. So I think a lot of times, first of all, with forecasts becoming more accurate, which it may not seem that way, but it is getting more accurate, when there is a miss, especially on a high risk type of a day, whether it's thunderstorms or snowstorms, it gets more traction because it's a high impact type day, right? It's more impactful for everybody. Overall, weather forecasts have really improved. Are they perfect? No. Severe thunderstorms, especially in the summertime, very difficult to predict, not only with humans, but also with computer models because of those various ingredients. So I think my overall point is this: it is completely up to you what you do with the information. It's my job to say, hey, there is a threat, and here's what the threats are, here's what the timing is. It may or may not pan out. Now, I'm split on this. I don't want it to pan out. I don't want there to be severe weather, but I want my forecast to be correct, right? So, I get that. But just understand that it only takes one. I mean, there have been so many cases where, you look out of the plains or into the southeast where there's day after day after day of severe weather risk, and it may not pan out 4 of the 5 days. And then on the 5th day, they get blasted with severe weather and tornadoes. That happens quite frequently. So just keep that in mind. I get the frustration, and I get that people are upset at meteorologists for crying wolf supposedly and this sort of a thing. And that's not it. I understand desensitization is a problem, but we've got to give you the threat. I mean, imagine if I decided, you know what, I'm not going to post about the threat, and then we get blasted with tornadoes or strong winds. Could you imagine that? Well, Tom, where were you? Right? So I get the frustration, but just understand that meteorology, far from an exact science. This is why I'm real big on channels like this about dissecting the science. Because again, it's not just, it's going to rain at this time. Again, many apps will have you believe that. It's going to rain at this time. It's going to be this temperature or what have you. It's going to snow this much, right? It's not that simple, and it's not that simplified. In fact, it's really complicated to forecast the weather. And that's why I try to go into these deep dives on, Tom the Weatherman on YouTube, for example. I have a lot of different deep dives where I try to peel back the layers. And that's something that's really important to me. And I think it goes to show that there's a lot of uncertainty in meteorology. And yes, technology has come a long way. Yes, it's gotten a lot better, but it's not perfect, and it's never going to be perfect. It's the atmosphere, right? I mean, it's full of ingredients. Sometimes they come together, sometimes they don't. So I think the bottom line is this: when it comes to severe weather risks, let's hope it doesn't happen, but know that when there is a risk, I would pay attention to it and at least pay attention to the weather as things do or do not develop. Thanks for your time.